TED Talks are great, and we all love them very much. But like most things in life, there are some negative aspects to TED Talks, and I'd like to discuss two of them today. First, the illusion of knowledge. In his blog, Nicholas Carr writes about how people today have an illusion of knowledge. That illusion is fed by searching for information online. This isn't confidence regarding our ability to obtain the info by searching for it, but rather a misconception of the information that's in our heads. In other words, what we actually know, and it's based on the fact that we search for information on the internet. In his blog post, Carr quotes a research done by Yale psychologists in which they took two groups of people. One group searched on the internet for totally random things, while the other group did not search and just remained offline. Then, they were asked a series of questions and other checkups, and in each instance, the group that was online had an exaggerated estimation of their knowledge and brain activity. In an article published in Scientific American in 2013 by Daniel Wegner, the following was reported. The advent of the information age seems to have created a generation of people who feel they know more than ever before, when their reliance on the internet means that they know ever less about the world around them. TED is no different in this respect. If we listen to a 15-minute talk on physics, we may think we know something about quantum mechanics, but we really have no clue. All we've heard are some anecdotes from someone who's been spending their entire life studying this matter. The bottom line is, TED Talks may broaden our horizons, but those horizons remain pretty shallow, while we nonetheless perceive ourselves as deep and thoughtful individuals. Number 2, no questions. Martin Robbins wrote in 2012 a scathing post against TED Talks. I don't agree with all of it, but he does bring up some interesting points. One of the points he mentions is the fact that TED Talks don't involve discourse. This is manifested in many different ways. First, the speaker is presented in a way that isolates her or him from the crowd and quite literally puts them on a pedestal. Think of the red carpet, that big red dot they traditionally stand on, or the black backdrop that makes the eye focus on the speaker alone. There are no comments from the crowd in these talks, and the camera angles are done in a way that present the speaker in a grand, isolated way. Furthermore, there's even rarely mention of a dispute among researchers regarding the materials that a speaker presents. This gives TED organizers a lot of power, since they are able to shape the thought of a generation and decide which opinions can enter the big red dot and which cannot. I'm not saying they abuse this power, but it is important to recognize the fact that we may be seeing one side of a multifaceted issue in any given lecture. The people behind TED are in no way doing something wrong. To the contrary, TED has been so successful that it has become a cultural staple, an icon. It has become much bigger than the creators probably ever intended. And that is exactly why it requires caution and care so that it keeps heading down the right path. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you can watch my previous video on suicide. If that's too depressing, you can just subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot. See you next time.